Let's talk about the results of the experiment. The results showed that the experimental students showed substantially more IQ gains than the control students. At the end of the study, researchers also discovered that there was a vast discrepancy between each grade level's IQ gains. Younger grades like 1st and 2nd grade had the most severe differences in IQ gains, whereas older grades such as 4th and 5th grade showed almost no difference in IQ gains. In the younger grades, over 4 times as many experimental students than control students had an IQ gain of 30 points. I was raised due to the results was whether or not the actual proctor of the exam affected the test scores of the students. To answer this question, there were a few groups of children that were tested once again, but this time with a school administrator that did not work at the same school and was unaware of any outstanding students. The retesting showed that there were no significant difference between the original test and the retest, so the original test results were validated. The question in this study was whether or not the gains of the experimental group were made at the expense of the control group. To answer this, they observed that there was a positive correlation between the gains of both groups. So those classes where the experimental groups showed greater gains than usual, it was also observed that the control groups showed greater gains than usual. This shows that the control group was not inhibited by the teachers, which would lead to inaccurate data.
All right, now on to the implications and discussion of the experiment. Even after the new tests, younger children showed a more defined difference between the test results of the experimental group and the control group. Younger children had the most noticeable increase in test result scores. Experimenters did not discover any conclusive reasoning about why the results were more prominent in young children, but they speculated a few possible causes. For example, younger children have less pre-established reputations, so the teachers could be more likely to believe the experimental group were truly more talented than the control group, which could affect how strong the teachers' expectations were. Another possible reason was that younger children were more easily influenced by external social pressures and were more affected by the teachers' increased expectations. However, again, no conclusive reasoning was discovered. So given their ideas about the underlying causes behind the results, the general conclusion of the experiment is that Rosenthal and Jacobson's results supported the idea that expectations did influence performance, especially among younger children. They said this general idea brought into question the effectiveness of the contemporary teaching system. Any improvements in test results could be in some part due to the increased expectations of the teachers teaching a new and improved teaching system. So, to sum it up, the study found that a teacher's expectations of student performance can have a strong impact on their results. Thank you so much for watching.